Hello everybody and welcome back to Belarcate Farms Cooperative Multiplayer. So we are in December in Witcombe, so we've got quite a few little jobs to be getting on with today. Mucking out the cows because I think the manure's got a bit, 45,000 litres, so it's time to get this mucked out. As you can see, it is fairly mucky. Woody's taking some milk over to the dairy, and then I think he's going to take the eggs and all of the products to the bakery. We're also going to be selling the products as normal and working through. And now we have got the butcher shop built now, so we do need to start getting some pigs bought, and then we can start moving some pigs into there. So we're not 100% sure how you use this yet, but we're willing to find out very shortly. So we've got the pig enclosure, so we've got some base food in there, and we do need to get some pigs bought at some stage. So we'll probably get down there and buy some very soon. We've also got the cattle trailer, so I'll probably end up taking the fast track down after we've mucked out to here it is, to go pick some pigs up from market, and then we'll take them to the enclosure. And then we've got the usual, jobs of just selling everything, getting on top. We need some money in the account because we're getting quite low again. And then I don't know if we'll be in December too long. If there's some good contracts, we might stay in December, but December is not a overly good month really for doing stuff. It's a bit slow. So yeah, we need the eggs down at the bakery. We do have some strawberry jam there now, which is good. So as you can see, it started putting that straight in there, so we should be able to activate the donuts very soon. So let's just have a quick look down here. I don't know if it's made a jam yet, or is it just storing them in itself, but no. Not quite yet got a jam, but as soon as we've got a jam, we'll get that donut activated. Obviously, all of our poppies and linseed fields are growing, as you can see, and they should be really, really good. So yeah, it's not going to be an overly busy day today, but it is just general jobs on the farm. Especially it's mucking out, so this keeps our fruit going. I don't know how efficient it is. Still got quite a bit of manure left in it from last time, so what I might do is deactivate all the ones that are not manure, and we can just run it with water and manure, and hopefully it'll make us a fair few more. We'll also have to feed the cows, and I say as soon as I've done this, got this emptied, I will be nipping out and we'll be trying to find if there's an animal dealer. Now, I'm pretty sure there will be. The question is, where? Oh, it's right there. I found it already. So our animal dealer is here. So we'll be picking the fast track up soon, and we'll be coming down here, and we'll be buying some piggies, and we'll take them to their new home. They even got cockerels for sale. Is there anything up here? Sheep. Nothing in that one. Cow. More cow. Don't know if we've got any horses for sale. Well, yeah, it's quite a nice little area. So that is the plan. Get some pigs, get them going, and then we're going to figure out how to use the butcher shop. So my plan was I'm going to buy some younger pigs, and we're going to start raising them up, so they're a bit cheaper. But I'm going to buy one or two older ones and just see what the requirements are at the butcher shop, if I've got to take them in at a certain age or what have you, because we're not sure, never used it before, but we would like to give it a good go. So as you can see, the enclosure is looking cleaner. We'll have to drop a straw bale in here afterwards as well to keep the cows all bedded up nice. And I think Woody's just getting rid of all their milk down to the dairy. Got some goat's milk on as well. How is everything looking? So we've been at the bakery, Orchard's looking good. Glass houses do need topping up with some water. We are now out of sorghum in the mills. Do we have any more? Yes. So we need to get that sorghum over to the mill at some point. We've still got canola and corn as well. And corn we're keeping to use for pig food. So yeah, we'll get that sorghum moved across to the mill to carry on making our flour. But we've got canola oil there and sunflower oil there. Canola oil can be sold today because it is a relatively good month for it again. The dairy is quite full, so we might soon activate some chocolate and then use the sugar from the sugar mill to make some chocolate, just because it's a bit more money. We do need to top the wood up today as well, and the wood chips next month would be a very, very good time to get them sold, so we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, I'm going to carry on mucking the shed out. Probably might even bring the fast track up here because the cattle trailer's at the shop, and then I can cart with the fast track because it'll be a bit faster than the telehandler, and we'll get this over to the orchard. Now I don't think it's going to take too many trailers before it's full, so we might end up tipping it in the pit, but at least it's empty and it can carry on making us some more, and if we really get an abundance of it we can always sell it. So I do love how big the bucket is on this telehandler. It is rather immense. And up it fills. Perfect. Right, I'll get cracked on. I'll go fetch the fast track in a second because I think this one's going to fill it, and we'll get the first load over to the orchard. Right, so we've got the cows all mucked out and we've got that manure over to the orchard. We are just giving the cows a little bit of food, see how empty they were. By the looks of it, fairly. So it's a good job I did stop and just quickly do that. I do need to chuck a bale in there with the telehandler, so I'm going to quickly do that because I don't want to forget about it. And then we are off to go get the cattle trailer, or the piggy trailer, if you like. So let's drop this down. Let's select it and then we can go. We'll go get bale spike on and we'll just go chuck a straw bale in there for a bit of bedding. And then we might chuck two in actually. We might chuck two in. So the straw bale stack is taking a little bit of a hit. It'd be nice when we get some more on, but we should have a lot of straw this next year. A lot of straw. Considering we've done a lot of poppies and a lot of linseed. So, I say a lot of linseed, we've only done one field of linseed, but we do need the other crops as well now. So we'll need the sugar beet, and we need sugar beet, sorghum and corn. We need corn for the piggies, sugar beet for the sugar mill, but it'll also, some of it will go into the piggies because they will be more productive and we'll get more for them. but I don't know how it works with the butchery yet. So that's our next job. We're going to go get this trailer, and we are going to go pick up some pigs, and then from there we'll get loads of babies. We'll get a couple of old ones, and we'll just nip up to the butcher's, see what the requirements are, and then if we know it's the older ones it likes, we will get some young ones and we'll set them up so they start breeding, because when they're breeding we can then keep selling the old ones to make us some money. So let's head over and pick up the cattle trailer. Right, so here we are at the animal dealer. So at the moment it's saying only cows. Oh, it's got to go to select here. So pigs, that's what we want. So what piggies do we want? I can't get you in the trailer because I can't get on the side, but they're in there. They're in there. They're having a good time, as you can see. They're on the floor. So let's whip these over. We're going to stop by the bakery, not the bakery, the butchery on the way, because we just want to see what their requirements is. So it's 1,500 quid you have to buy the 12-month-old ones for, but like I said, we'll grow them up to do that. So what we'll end up doing now is we'll just take these back, we'll take one over to the butchery, and then we'll just see what its requirements are, and if it won't accept them in this form, then we'll have to work out how we use it, and then from there we can hopefully get this production going. Do you want to move one? Let's not take a 6-month one, because we'll keep the 6-month one. Let's take one of the 12-month-old ones we've got. Looks like it'll accept everything. So that was relatively easy. We should be able to go down to here now. Butcher's shop. It's got 2 litres. One pig is worth 2 litres. So let's just activate that and see what it does. So 2 pigs, 500 pork. So I wonder if we just drop another one off in here as well then. Yeah, let's drop another one off, because it says 2 pigs, 500. So I don't know, let's find out. But the rest of them can now go across to the piggery, and we'll start making our own, because we don't want to be buying pigs just to put them in the butcher shop to then sell them. Nah, that's too easy. That was more just of us trying it out to see what it's doing. But we are going to be raising them up and hopefully growing our own piglets. So where do we want to be? We want to be down here to drop them off, and then we can leave the trailer here. So we should now be able to move all of these into our enclosure. So we'll put those 5 into there. Those 5 in there. Then 2. And 4 left in there. So let's get them all moved. So they should now be happy in their new home. They've got food, got water. So we can take 150 pigs in here. And there's our little baby ones. And I say I bought them all different ages, because me and Woody was saying kind of want some that we can get straight to the butchers now, and then depending on how fast that production works, we will slowly filter the rest in sort of thing. So we'll have to see also what it'll make, because I'm not 100% sure how many it'll make really. Never used it. So that is pretty much my job's done down this end. Yeah, the canola and sorghum needs putting into the so that can be all moved across, and then I don't know if there'll be an oval lot more in December for us to do. So we've done the lion's share of it, selling everything. We've now got the butchery shop set up, and we've got the pigs now going, so they're happy. And I don't think there's anything left on the farm. So we did all the weeding, we've done all the fertilising. I think we've even done all the cultivating for next year. The only thing I could possibly do is spread lime on them fields. But I seem to think I might have already done that as well. Let's have a look at precision farming, pH. Yes, they're all looking good. Even our grass fields aren't quite ready yet, so we can't even do anything with them. But it's December, so we won't be seeing anything off them until March next year sort of thing. So let's head back to the farmyard or see if there's any contracts worth doing, and if not, once Woody's done that, we'll move. I'll tell you what I do need to do is pull some wood into the sawmill. Let's see that was getting relatively low. So sawmill, yeah, it's the 13,000 litres, so definitely need to be pulling some of that in. So we'll just sneak past Woody, and then I'll put the winch on, and let's get some wood winched into here. So there we are all full in our sawmill. So the forest is starting to look quite thin. We've got not too well, that's the fence line, so yeah, there's not a lot left really in this little area, so we'll soon have to start. Probably got a few this way to do as well, clear that area out, and then we'll need to buy number 90 and get some of them through. So we ain't got too much longer of wood before we're going to have to get some more. What I am going to do while Woody is finishing the dead wood, and then once he's finished we'll be moving on, I'm going to go grab the Bailey's trailer. I'm going to start loading up the wood chips, because next month the wood chips are worth the best. So we've got to decant them all into the trailer, and then we will be selling them at wherever is best place to get them gone. And they should fetch us a nice little bit of profit. And then we'll hopefully next month be able to check in to see how much jam we've got. Then we might be able to even start the donut going. Or we might just leave the jam running for a while just to get it stocked up for us. We can also check on the butcher shop then and see how that's doing. And then there'll be the obviously the daily drags of selling everything again, topping up the sawmills, topping up the cows, topping the goats up, checking on the pigs, because we don't know how much they're going to eat, because they're new to us. I don't tend to do a lot of pigs, so it makes it worth pigs having the butcher shop, I think, just to raise them up and make. I don't know how much you make off pigs. I think it's £1,000, £2,000. Never done the calculation to see if it's actually worth doing pigs by the time you give them all the food and everything. So, butcher shop should be a nice return on the money, though. There we go. Let's start loading all these up. So I'll quickly get these loaded up. As soon as Woody's done, we'll move on, and then we'll hopefully get these sold. Right, let's get the wood chips sold. So we've got a full trailer and there's still some left. We still haven't got a pallet of jam. I've just been checking. So wood chips at the best. Ooh, we've got 71 there. So we'll take it there. So we'll tag that place. The other thing I just wanted to do was just pop over to the butcher shop because it is now empty. So I don't know what. Oh, there we go. We've got a pallet. So 2 pigs is 1 pallet of chops. So let's just have a look to see when they're the best to sell, and then we now know that we're going to really have to put a lot of pigs for it. It's going to take a lot of pigs to keep that fed, so we are going to keep up with that. So I think it is just the pork one. So 6,000, and it's actually at its best this month. So we'll get that sold. £6,000 for that pallet. I say, I think it does take horse as well. We'll just double check on that. So cow, pig, sheep and goats. No, it doesn't take horse, this one. We sort of changed because the other one wasn't as good. So we've put this one on. So the pricing's slightly different. And as you can see, it's quite greedy, but it's a new thing. We haven't tried it before, so we're going to carry on and put loads of pigs for it. So we should be able to go check on our pig enclosure. They haven't eaten too much food overnight, which is really good. And what we're going to have to do is probably buy a load of pigs to might buy a few to put through the butcher's shop to keep it going, but it processes that very, very quickly. So I don't know how many we need. It's either that or we're going to have to hook a boar into the pig shed and hopefully they start reproducing really, really fast. Because we're going to need quite a demand of pigs. Going to need loads of them to keep that going. But £6,000 a pallet, it's £3,000 worth of pigs because of the fact we've bought them. It's worth doing. Obviously, if we can get it so we're breeding the pigs and we're making the pigs, it'll be so much better, because then we're not having to spend money, 1,500 quid on a pig to sell it for £3,000 basically. But it's not the end of the world. We just wanted to try it out, see how it was going to be, but now we know we can definitely start and put them in there. And as our cow empire keeps expanding, we might be able to put some of the younger cows through it and sell them as well, and make some beef. And we'll use it like that to clear some of the older animals, because the older animals don't produce as well as the new ones. Oh, are we going to tip? I think the trailer's got stuck in its, I was going to say. There we go. So let's find out what we get for a full load of wood chips. Now I'm expecting this to be quite nice, because wood chips are always fairly nice price. But we have stored these up over a year, so So £55,000 plus £4,000 environmental. Really not too shabby. So we need to go get the rest of them now. I think there's only about half a trailer left, so probably another 20 grand coming off then, but it's nothing to be sniffed at because wood chips is a byproduct of making the wood, which is excellent, really. So let me head back up there. I'll get loaded up. Woody's selling all of our other commodities. I know it's a bit of a selly episode, but honestly, at this time of year, there's not a lot to do, and the contracts are quite bleak as well. But now we've chucked animals into the mix. We have to keep on top of them, feeding the cows, feeding pigs, feeding chickens, and it's easier if we keep selling everything on just every month, just to keep it out of the triggers, because otherwise the triggers get blocked up and then we're not producing product, and we're paying for producing the product which we're not producing. But yeah, let's go get the rest of these wood chips and then get them sold. Right, so now we've got a bit of money. We are going to be selling this seed drill, and we're going to be purchasing a direct drill and one that does fertilizer at the same time to make our lives a little bit easier. So, poorly parked that in the shop, but let's get it repaired and sold. So, it's worth £104,000. If we repair it, it's worth 105. We repaint it, £22,000. It's now worth £130,000. So let's get that sold. So £132,000. So not too shabby. And my fast track, while I'm here, I might as well just chuck a repair on it. I ain't going to be repainted it at £32,000 because we are not looking at selling it yet. So that's that one sold. Woody is going to bring up the cultivator, but it does give us a nice healthy budget of £653,000 to buy a new one, but we won't be spending that much. We will not be spending that much. So let's jump on the store, and we're going to go to seeders. Now what we're thinking is this one, 300 brake horsepower required, so I can't pull it, but it does do fertilizer, seed. It's a direct drill, so it will pretty much do everything we need it to do, and it'll do 9 miles an hour. So that's £200,000. So to be honest, it's only cost us £70,000 with selling the other one. Well, actually, it's only cost us £40,000 the time we've sold the cultivator. So yeah, it swings around about, so it's not too bad at all. So here she is, a nice big drill. So it's the same size as the last one, but we won't have to cultivate now. We can just literally grab on and get the field work done. So I've put the seeder unit on, and it's got a fertilizer. I've put the bigger unit on so it can carry more seed around with it. So I'm going to leave Woody to take that home because he's got the bigger horsepower tractor now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip over and I'm going to buy some more pigs, because now we know how fast that butcher shop even is. We do need to get some more pigs, and once we've done that, I think we're going to buy another field. We could do with another field, so we're going to buy another field. And then that should be the end of the spending for this month. And then we will be looking at getting some bigger sugar beet gear, because now we've got the pigs, we could do with some more sugar beet, because they will be eating the sugar beet as well as corn, and then it means we don't have to grow so much corn, so we need to grow plenty of both basically. So we'll be having a look in a minute for a field, but first of all let's nip back to the animal dealer, and I don't know if I'm not just gonna put a load into the butcher's shop, or I might just put them all in here and then we'll wait until they're a bit older. Got that tree down so I've got easy access. I'm not sure yet. Obviously the older they get in the pig pen there, the fatter they'll get, the more literage they're worth. So in theory it fills the butcher's shop up more. That's the theory behind it, but we don't know. So it's all new to us, so we'll have to give different things a try and see how we get on. So we don't want to be buying all 12-month-old ones, because obviously they're 1,500 quid each, and yes, we'll get the money back, but the idea is that the piggery or the pig pen will start being self-sufficient. How many chickens can you fit in this? Get 110 chickens in the back of this trailer apparently. Right, so let's have a look. We got some of the black ones last time. I think we'll go for some pink ones, spotty pinks this time. I'm going to get some 6-month-old ones. I'm going to get 14 of them. That's £11,000. That leaves us 4 space. And I want to get a boar. I'm going to get an older boar, because that's for my reproduction. And then I'm going to get three of the older ones. That's £4,500. So spent a bit of money on livestock, but it's all in the name of trying to get that butcher's shop filled up as fast as possible. That is the aim of the game. And it is quite handy we've got the trailer. I mean, it only takes 18 animals at a time, and we can get a lot of animals down at the pig pen. I think it says it takes 150, so this is barely going to touch the surface. So hopefully we get these dropped off. We'll find a nice field. I'm going to have a look. So we want something loam. Ideally loam, but ideally it wants to be close to all our other fields. And if it's got a crop in it, even better. But if it hasn't, it's not essential, because obviously we can put in what we want in April. So that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the April deadline now to get them in. We find the trigger. There we go. But let's get these all transported into our pen. So we're going to probably leave the butchers just empty for the time being, and we're just going to get this going, and then hopefully these start reproducing. There we go. Loads more piggies in there. If we have a look at the enclosure now, obviously the new ones are not very good, but the reproduction is 0 on these. We're waiting for puberty on the little ones. But now we've chucked a boar in there, we should be able to get them going a little faster. So what are we now? Does it tell us how many we've got and how many we're allowed? So we've got 34 pigs in here, and it can take 150. So there's definitely plenty of room. And we will need a slurry trailer soon, because like I said, we've got plenty of slurry kicking about. So let's do a bit of field shopping. So our land is, these are our grass fields. This is our arably land. So we did look at, I think we've looked at field 13 and 18 before. They're not really the great soil type. Number six, right behind number 5, is 80% loam, and it will be, I think that's worth doing, you know. It's not the biggest field in the world, but it's £125,000. And that adds us another field into the mix, which we need to lime spread, as you can see, because it's very yellow. And field 4 is a good one, what we would like to buy. How much is field 4? We don't have enough money for it. So, we're not 100% shy, it's about 330 grand, so that'll probably be one of the next ones. But yeah, so we've got a nice new field as well, and we've still got money in the account for doing what we need to do. Obviously, I think everything's on track now. I think we've finally made the first pallet of jam, which is good. So we'll soon be able to activate our donuts. We've got the fruit. The fruit's being made now. I think it makes it a little bit faster, or does it just not use as much water? I don't know. We do need to top all the glass houses at some point in the future. The mill's now running nicely. We've got plenty of milk. We've activated chocolate because we've got an abundance of milk, so we're making some chocolate now because that sells, I think it sells quite nicely. Make us a bit more extra cost. £6,000 a pallet, not too shabby really in the background of things. Sawmill's all nicely filled up now. Little glass house is still making strawberries, and the sugar mill is still producing. So I think we're going to leave it there today, guys. I know it's been a bit of a selly, not a lot going on, but it's a lot of work to keep on top of animals, and that is now what our main focus is until we can get to a month where we can start drilling, which will only be, it'll probably be next episode, we'll be in a drilling month, and we'll also be preparing field 6. I'll have a word with Woody as well. We might even decide that we want another field because we've got £312,000 and make our arable contribution a bit bigger, because now we've got all these animals, we do need to get them fed. That is our main priority now, keep on top of them. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, do leave them below. And if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, you'll get a notification of the next video. We'll see you there. Bye bye for now.